where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
The same allegation of corruption, there are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is, to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
Despite of the many challenges in Liberia, poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are,
for the next 18 days, I will keep you crying. And you're crying all over the place. What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying all over the place. I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. How dare you, foolish, desperate people, talk about rescue country. Joseph Boakai couldn't even rescue himself. So when you passing around, oh, cause that this, cause that. Where were you when I raised raising money left and right to feed him and fly him from hospital to hospital? Where were you all sitting there talking nonsense? Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boakai, your God. Bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boakai deny that I was raising money left and right to feed him? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true.
Some of you thought I was never going to criticize Bishop Boakai. Yeah. Because I went to counties. I'm not criticizing because I want to criticize. I'm criticizing because we said yesterday, former president, we have a right private jet. But the Joseph Boakai at brought to power is riding private jet from here to go to the country. Yeah. But I will speak because people in Saturday saw me when I was passing to go my comfort. Spend my own money to bring him to power because we thought the road yesterday was going to be right today. Yeah. I had no regret to vote against former President Buhari. But the people that are brought to power will regret why I had to vote for them in campaign. This country is a better place and will be a better place. Yes, sir. Because there's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside. So, but we don't want to empower people here. You say that our lawmakers, we have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you make is breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know why people want to go out? Because they want to increase it. You cannot be a cancer, then you want to run blue. You cannot be a lawmaker that disrespecting the law that we made ourselves. Then you say you want this senator, and then you waste your time. Nobody here can be for them government equal to me. But when we tell people it's not happening, and it will never happen. The only thing they are there for, when last people from their government came and said, Sankebe people, young love and lawyer Sankebe, one person I want to go in law. But they sit down over there in their family post because they need work. And the person that needs work, and the person Sankebe post they want there. We employ our family post, but some people are happy. Because it is a time to be happy. It is nobody time when the country is not better. It is everybody time when the country is better. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for Sankebe. They are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern your people. They are people that got degrees, they know nothing. The only pastor with every people that they can't achieve nothing from. Our marketeers will come to power. In every country least $2 million and $3 for packages, splitting around and younger boys to empower themselves. The money is there. But everything is long without carrying the benefit up. Because we are close.
Wọ́n ti gbọ́dọ̀ dúró yẹ kẹ́ kọ́lùbà. Ibi tí ẹ̀yẹ kẹ́ kọ́lùbà, tọ́wọ́ yẹ kẹ́ kọ́lùbà kọ́ sí i. Ìwà náà lálẹ́ tí náà ń tọ̀. Ìfọ̀sẹ́kẹ̀ sí àwọn yẹ kẹ́ kọ́lùbà kọ́ sí i. Lọ́kọ̀ yẹ kẹ́ kọ́lùbà kọ́ sí ìkọ̀wé. Ìwà tẹ̀lé wà máa bí ẹsẹ̀ yẹ kẹ́ kọ́lùbà. Tí ó tẹ̀ tẹ̀ máa èyí bẹ̀ èyí lẹ́yìn sílẹ̀ máa tẹ̀ yẹ kẹ́ kọ́lùbà tẹ̀lé. Ẹ má jẹ́ lọ́wọ́ pọ̀ yẹ kẹ́ kọ́lùbà jẹ. Ìdílé wọn là mú bọ̀ dùn ọ́lá lẹ́. Ìmúbọ̀ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọ́n tó bọ́ jẹ́sẹ̀ tó tó bọ́ fọ́ yẹ kẹ́ kọ́lùbà. Lọ́sùn yẹ ìgbó fọ́ yẹ kẹ́. Yes. Sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ̀lẹ̀. Because Jaga Kuluba are the one that is talking for him or us. So you are telling to this Jaga Kuluba because a budget. Oh, you get to be talking to the president. It's not a good thing. Let's do for power, do for job. Yes. They're happy. Say my mother, your mama happy to you. When you are not going to betray Jaga Kuluba or betray the great people in life today, Jaga Kuluba are not coming crossing. You understand? You understand? Jaga Kuluba. You don't want to Jaga Kuluba there. You don't want to know. You go for Jaga. You just get there. You don't just respect Jaga Kuluba for that. You don't want to respect Jaga Kuluba for that. You don't want to. They see that you do for Jaga Kuluba. They let for Jaga Kuluba. Let it be for power, be for job. Then you say, what are the way you not to tell the country they corrupt? You say you are going to talk about Russia for no country. Now you're calling them more corrupt on it. People die every day. You said the president government is the most corrupt on it. Okay. All right, we're coming to anything you want to say final before we leave you. Thank you so much. Yes. You know, see, because some of the rest of the police, so they rest our corner, they do our own day. And they tell the other police, they tell them what do our color advance. But they are actually for it. Tell it to forget about your calling by it. Okay, bye.
Hello.
Eric,
Yeah, man.
my son, you made mistake.
Father.
Of being inclined to grant Cummins's request for him, Joe Biden, to recuse himself from the political race and raise Cummins's hand. So he wanted me to go now to Cummins to go and get another $300,000 from Ellis Cummins. I never did. I never delivered that message to Ellis Cummins because I knew Joe Biden was dishonest. How dare I go ask Cummins for $300,000 to give to Joe Biden when Biden had just made a fun of Cummins in Ghana at a meeting Cummins gave him money for. And this is and these are things we could not come to the public. These things. We could not do these things because we were in too deep.
No time better than now with 1.2 billion projected budget,
so
draft budget before us.
Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2 hours informative forum where key issues are discussed to shape the destiny of our country positively.
This allegation of corruption, there are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subjected to the same treatment? Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption. I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is a party in this case.
The many education, job and development. Our being Be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and
Let me address this project. My response will not go down. The House campaign against private jet, the use of private jet against. I want to completely apologize for President. We did not understand the constraints and the reason and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is the kids over and it's meant to try to have a country of power. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country.
how the Liberians for progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country. How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable Liberian citizens to live a better life? Answer these questions plus many more. Okay. And Princess Elessa Bronte calling from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom at 7.
I just wanna ask you one question that we do the rescue. Do not give in to people what they want. They say the rescue. It's the rescue. The people say not like it. You say you come to rescue your people. Oh, that what you want. You be clean, so you be busy. People you speak and you free from. So why the rest of not stable? Don't jump on the table. Sometimes they call it gold. When I get no money, rest and your kids can't go. No opportunity for the youth. That's not to help people. They thank you for what they want. Tell me why the people put you for. You treating the people higher to stay you not alone. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question that will you be the rescue? You're not giving the people what they want, then you say you do the rescue. Let me ask you.
Should I just say a minister or representative? The president said he acknowledged the fight. The country is hard. Prices of basic commodity.
I'm just saying you're rescue thing. We're not saying change it. You made the whole country divided into two. The unity party they can conclude. Downsizing, you wish haunting. Now when they come for the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now when they come for the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9, the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Kyle Oliver Kine. I'm here today on a loan presentation. Princess Alexa Vanja Colley is not available on today. Hopefully she will join us, but I'm not too sure about that. On today's edition of the platform, we're going to be looking into a particular statement made by Bombing County Senator Edwin Mervyn Snow. The Bombing County Senator told his colleagues in the plenary of the Liberian Senate that since the budget has gone to $1.2 billion, it is about time the Unity Party government redo the harmonization situation. Or better still, it is time for the Unity Party to undo the harmonization. The salary harmonization that brought the noise in the country. You harmonize my vote, you harmonize my salary, I harmonize your vote. Senator Snow is asking the Unity Party rescue government to undo the salary harmonization. And so we take a serious interest in that conversation. We're hoping to have a lot of insightful discussions around it. This is something from the Bombing County Senator, and it is very essential that we keep talking about it. We keep asking for the Liberian House of Representatives, specifically the Joint Committee on Ways, Means, and Finance, to look into the recommendation by the Bombing County Senator. What is it? What is the situation with the harmonization? Why is this government taking long to undo what they said was evil? Oh, yes. Some of the reasons why some of the civil servants, almost 80% of the civil servants voted against the WIAS administration, was because of the harmonization and the politics that surrounded the situation. The current government, when they were in opposition, they made news out of the harmonization process. They exploited the entire harmonization scheme that was introduced by the WIAS administration. And so it is important that since they are now in power and the budget is now going to 1.2 billion, it is essential for us to keep the pressure on the government so that they can undo what they said was evil and diabolical. And so join the conversation. This is where the whole 2 hours going to be. We're going to spend the entire duration of the show on this particular topic right here on the People's Station. While we keep doing so, remember, we'll keep giving you money as well. Star 255 star 1 hatch. We still got bundles and bundles of money to give out. DJ Hero was here. He gave some money out during the course of the day. There are too many of the presenters who normally give money out here. And so I'm back to continue what they've started already. We're going to give money as much as we can. We're going to give as many winners as we can on the platform. All you need to do is to have a Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money account. You can go to your mobile money account and dial star 255 star 1 hash. I repeat, dial star 255 star 1 hatch, and you okay it to your Lone Star Cell MTN SIM card. They will ask you which currency you want to play in, whether LD or USD. You will select your currency. If you're playing USD, it's only 25 cents, not $25, 25 cents US cents. And if you're playing in Liberian dollars, it's just 50 LD. So when you have $1,000 LD to play, you're going to play 20 times. If you have $1,000 and you want to play with your $1,000, it will give you the chance to play 20 times. And once you play 20 times, there is a likelihood that you will be one of the winners on the platform. And you could win $5,000, you could win $10,000, you could win a bag of rice on the weekend. You could also win one flat screen television, 43-inch. That's not all. You could win for yourself one Technocamo series form. Technocamo 40. You could win that telephone. We're getting in the dry season. Current bidding will soon start getting difficult in some areas. So we'll also be giving one brand new fan to several of the winners. Oh yes, one brand new fan to each of plenty winners will be receiving a brand new fan, a rechargeable fan, the fan where when the current on is charging, when the current go is still on. All of these things can be won when you keep dialing star 255 star 1 hash. And at the end of the month, we're going to be going directly to pay out these prizes on November 29. which happens to be the anniversary of Win Liberia, our progressive partner, and also the birthday of Omen Sam Sion, the chief executive. By the way, he's the chairman of the board of directors of Freedom Communications Incorporated. His birthday is November 29. Right after his birthday is that of the birthday of His Excellency Joseph Yoman Boaka, Liberia's 2026 president. And so we'll take a break. When we come back on the platform, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event, a wonderful conversation, spinning on the statement made by the Honorable Senator Edwin Melvin Snow Jr. Let's take a break to be right back on the People's Radio.
You not give him the people what they want, then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you, the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the real authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and the stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Okay, welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. My name is Oliver Kine. I'm here today on Freedom Radio Liberia. The program is your humble program in the afternoon, Freedom Hub. And we are here today to talk nothing else but your country, Liberia. This is the only place we call home. The only place we have equal ownership claims to. I mean, we can equally claim Liberia. I can claim Liberia because I was born and raised in Plebo, Maryland County. Maryland County is part of Liberia. So I have all rights, to claim this country. You too got all rights to claim this country. We are all Liberians, and that's the reason why we will not sit and allow any miscreant, mountebank, and charlatan, in the words of Alvin Wise, to determine our safety, our survivability, and our happiness in this country. No, we do not. And I repeat, we don't need any permission from any creature to determine the safety, happiness, and freedom of all of us in this country. No, we are equally Liberians as those who claim to have monopoly over the ownership of this country. And so because this is the only place we cannot be deported from, like Darius Dillon would say, we will jealously protect this country and we will fearlessly criticize the dubious attitude, no matter who is involved. That is what we took an oath to do. That is what we are committed to doing. And that is what we will continue to do. So help us God. So before we start the conversation, before we start the real conversation on what is happening today, I want you to be reminded that The cash giveaway is still going on. It's still going on. The more you play, the better your chances are. Continuing to hustle. Star 255 star 1 hash is the code. The more you play, the better your chances are. Like I told you, during the course of at the end of the month, there will be a flash screen television, a 43-inch flash screen television will be given out. There will also be electric fan. The fan will, when you put it on charge, when the fan on, it's charging. When current go 4-5 hours, it will still be on. And by the grace of God, in 4-5 hours time, the current will come back and you will not be heated again, the mosquito, and you will not be in trouble. So you could win that fan. You could win one big flash screen television for the 3-inch. You could also win a Techno Camo 40 series. You could win the telephone. Then you could win 5,000. You could win 10,000. You could win 15,000. You could win 20,000. And better still, you could keep winning as many times as you can. There'll also be rice given during the course of the weekend, so you win rice as well. So every time I keep talking politics, every time we keep talking on this radio, once you hear me talking my political thing, don't mind me. Continue playing. When I'm about to take my break, I will go and select those who are in the line for winning, and obviously we will pay them. So if you are in the position to win, you're going to get some money. Like my brother Marvis will say, you never try, you never know. I mean, that's one of the key phrases I love from that presentation. You never try, you never know. So the more you play, the better your chances are. This is a game of chance. It is not a game of definite operation. So by then you play, it means automatically you get money. No, it's a game of chance. A lucky ticket, tic-tac-toe. That's what it is. People winning, people dropping. So some people winning, some people. So the good thing about it this month, we have a grand prize on the 29th. So if you not win today, your number is in the system. You're not lost until the 29th is over. If you not win today, your number is in the system. You can win rice during the course of the weekend. If you not win, you can win the telephone. You can win the TV. You can win the fan. You can win other prizes. Several other prizes could be given out to you on the platform. That is how we intend to celebrate November, the month of our CEO and the month of our partner Win Liberia. So that's why it is. So we are looking at the numbers in the next 10-15 minutes. We will start to call out the people who will be walking away with 5,000 Liberian dollars on this platform. So as I keep talking, don't mind me. Grab your telephone. It's just 50 LD to play. And the way to play is by dialing star 255 star 1 hatch. I repeat, star 255 star 1 hatch. I want you to listen to this. Then we'll go and play what Senator Edwin Mervyn Snow had to say had to say about the $1.2 billion when he appeared on OK FM a couple of days ago. But listen to this one first.
We get you 0%. We get you 0%. We have another vote. No medication in the hospital. We have another vote. No new employment. We have another vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. You get 100%. We get you 0%. We get you 0%. We have another vote. No medication in the hospital. We have another vote. No new employment. We have another vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. Vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. We get you 0%. We have another. New employment. We have another vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. Vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. We get you 0%. We have another vote. No medication in the hospital. We have another vote. No new employment. We have another vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. Vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. We get you 0%. We have another vote. No medication in the hospital. We have another vote. No new employment. We have another vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. Vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. We No new employment. We have not vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. You get 100%. We get you 0%. You get 100%. We get you 0%. We have not vote. No medication in the hospital. We have not vote. No new employment. We have not vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. You get 100%. We get you 0%. You get 100%. We get you 0%. We have not vote. No medication in the hospital. We have not vote. No new employment. We have not vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%. You get 100%. We get you 0%. You get 100%. We get you 0%. We have not vote. No medication in the hospital. We have not vote. No new employment. We have not vote. You get 100%. We get you 0%.
Okay, all right. So that was the chorus, the famous chorus during the course of the 2023 general and presidential elections. That is exactly where we find ourselves today. And so after the government came to power, when they got through singing harmonization songs here and there, and later they won the elections, we saw the first budget being submitted, the second budget submitted, and yet and still we do not have anything being said about undoing the salary harmonization. This is where Senator Edwin Mervyn Snow of Bowman County is concerned about. The Bowman County Senator is concerned about why the Joe Boakai administration is dragging her legs or playing dead ears to undoing the salary harmonization policy that was instituted by the George Weah's administration when Samuel Twe was a Minister of Finance and Minister of Finance and Development Planning. If a policy that was intended to stabilize the economy and ensure that government spending capacity will commensurate with what government was receiving, that policy, which was criticized, vehemently rejected, and badmouthed by the opposition committee at the time, that policy suffered a lot of backlashes. In the end, it became a tool for propelling the rescue government to power. Thankfully, the gullibility of the Liberian people allowed that to have happened. Today, they came to power. The harmonization that they said was wicked. The harmonization that they said was diabolical. The harmonization for which they said all of the demeaning things towards the former minister, Minister Samuel Doe Twe Jr. Today, November 19, 2025, they are unable to undo the harmonization. Although they are proposing a budget of $1.2 billion, but nothing has been heard or seen about undoing harmonization and taking government, pay structure to pre-harmonization status. This is concerning, this is worrisome, and this has caught the attention of Senator Edwin Mervyn Snow of Bowman County. I want you to listen.
Or for harmonization, to say let's wait for a year before the election because it will help us to get vote, they will not be fair to civil servants. So what I'm saying, there is no time better than now with 1.2 billion projected budget, draft budget before us to address the issue because they are faxing budget. I mean, things have increased. The budget lines of ministries, of agencies, the legislature, other areas have increased. So, but the trusting area, which I know will be one of your questions, normally when the Liberian people take the budget, we had $10 billion budget. If the legislature had $10 million there, the focus will go on that one. So the budget has always been about what's there for the legislature. So my thing is, for the first time, and I'm on record to say our salaries are small. I've said that. But I'm seeing now for the first time, if it means we should reduce our salary for civil servants to have them restored from pre-harmonization, let's do it. But if we pass a $1.2 billion budget and don't address the bread and butter issue, Julius, then we've done nothing. And I think it will be a disservice. And I can assure you that if that budget is passed at 1.2 billion or even 1 billion mark without returning to pre-harmonization, I will vote against the budget. I may not have all of the votes required, but I will vote against the budget.
Now,
being fair to civil servants. So what I'm saying, there is no time better than now with 1.2 billion projected budget, draft budget before us to address the issue because they are fasting budget. I mean, things have increased, the budget lines of ministries, of agencies, the legislature, other. Normally, when the Liberian people take the budget, even we had $10 billion budget. If the legislature had $10 million there, the focus will go on that one. So the budget has always been about what's there for the legislature. So my thing is, for the first time, I'm on record to say our salaries are small. I've said that. But I'm seeing now for the first time, if it means we should reduce our salary for civil servants to have them restored from pre-harmonization, let's do it. But if we pass a $1.2 billion budget and don't address the bread and butter issue, Julius, then we've done nothing. And I think it will be a disservice. And I can assure you that if that budget is passed at 1.2 billion or even 1 billion mark without returning to pre-harmonization, I will vote against the budget. I may not have all of the votes required, but I will vote against the budget.
Now, is it only civil servants that you're talking about? Are you not including you, the lawmakers, the ministers who's paying?
Well, I'm not particular about members of the legislature, but I'm also particular about our staffers.
Okay.
Now, for example, I'm one of those legislators that always believe that our staff are underpaid, grossly underpaid. My chief of staff in the office of a senator, if he makes less than $1,000, that position should be almost position. So let's wait for a year before the election because it will help us to get vote. They will not be fair to civil servants. So what I'm saying, there is no time better than now with 1.2 billion projected budget, draft budget before us to address the issue because they are fasting budget. I mean, things have increased. The budget lines of ministries, of agencies, the legislature, other areas have increased. So, but you know, the trusting, which I know will be one of your questions, normally when the Liberian people take the budget, even we had $10 billion budget. If the legislature had $10 million there, the focus will go on that one. So the budget has always been about what's there for the legislature. So my thing is, for the first time, I'm on record to say our salaries are small. I've said that. But I'm seeing now for the first time, if it means we should reduce our salary for civil servants to have them restored from pre-harmonization, let's do it. But if we pass a $1.2 billion budget and don't address the bread and butter issue, Julius, then we've done nothing. And I think it will be a disservice. And I can assure you that if that budget is passed at 1.2 billion or even 1 billion mark without returning to pre-harmonization, I will vote.
Okay, you gave us 20%, we give you 0%, and this is exactly what the citizens of our country used to see during the elections. It's self-explanatory. The GME, ESP is here. Simple. I'm not going to say more to this. Star 255 star 1 hatch. We are getting closer to paying somebody money, so please, the more you play, the better your chances are. Quickly. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to do something and give somebody some money here. Now, I want you to listen to this and listen to it very well. I want you to listen to this and listen to it very well. Senator Edesto said it clearly. Senator Edesto said it clearly. Without missing his voice. And let me go find what he said. He said it clearly without missing his voice.
because it will help us
This is
to
what he
get
said.
food, they will not be fair to civil servants. So what I'm saying, there is no time better than now with 1.2 billion projected budget, draft budget before us to address the issue because they are faxing budget. I mean,
Okay, so you heard him? He said there is no time better than now to address the issue of undoing harmonization. There is no time better than now. Now that you have projected a budget of 1.2 billion US dollars to the Liberian people for your fiscal envelope 2026, there is no better time than now. This is not politics. I want all of you to take politics from this thing because it is not going to be political. Mhm. It is never going to be political. Never. It is not going to be political. So it's saying, don't wait for 2028, then you come up with 1 BM speed. Because in 2029, it's election year, you come up with 1 BM speed to return salary to pre-harmonization status. No, don't wait for it. If you thought it was easily done, if you thought it was as easy as you made it to appear during the course of the election, what you to undo it now. Undo the harmonization scheme now. Don't wait till 2028. And I agree with Honorable Stowe. There are plenty of Liberians, especially civil servants, who voted against the CDC government, not because the government was not delivering tangible, not because the government didn't have good policies, not because the government was not building roads. I always say this to our people. I know people who live in Johnsonville, I know people who live on the 5 Road, I know people who live in the Mount Baker Road in Montreal. Abandon their properties. Because to go to those places, you will have to find 4-week car because it was all morning. Even in front of the new stores, the Sano building on Johnsonville Road, car used to use there. The Georgia administration to pave the road from Jarvis Market to Johnsonville turning point up to the Mount Baker Road, and it will branch towards the 5 Road and the red line. Georgia did the road. The three portions of the road. But there is still voted against the administration in that part of the country. If you look at most of the people within the administration, a good portion of them are civil servants who had their salaries cut through harmonization. They feel that, okay, you know what? We agree that President where you build road here, we agree that you brought LEC to some places that never had LEC, but you cut our salary. And the rest of the government say it is wrong. They're going to fix it. They're going to rescue us from salary harmonization. So we will vote against you, Mr. President. Although you have declared tuition free at the public universities and community colleges across the country, although our young children who are taking the national examination in 12th grade will no longer pay wire fees because you have introduced a free wire fees policy for 12th graders, although you are changing the purple houses in the interior to purple housing units. Although, Mr. President, you are transforming the football field in the First Market area to a modern, invincible park that will have a lot of recreational activities. Although you are changing the death squad base, PSP, where 13 ministers were killed, where PSP people and other people in Central America used to go and dump people and do yama, you are transforming it into what would be referred to as the biggest recreational facility in the country. The although you are building hospital in Mapulu, you are doing the 14 military hospital, you build the court in Riverside, the hospital in Riverside, the Samador Hospital in Grange, although you are doing too many projects, but we will vote against you because you cut our salary. We will vote against you because you harmonize Okay. Although you are doing all of these things, Mr. President, President George Weah, but we will vote against you because you cut our pay. And this is very serious. The reason why we keep having this conversation is because up to today's date, today being the 19th of November 2025, we still find people using the harmonization as a campaign tool. And that's what Senator Snow is saying, undo it. If you think it is easy, undo it. And that's why we are surprised. This is going to be the third budget this government is submitting to the legislature. They did a recast budget in 2024. The entire 2025, there was no recast budget done. They only submitted one budget. And today, they are now submitting another budget. This is their third budget they are submitting to the legislature. And after after three budgetary submission to the legislature, you still don't have anything, included that will reflect harmonization, that will reflect undoing harmonization. This has caught the attention of Senator Snow, and it has caught the attention of several of us who are Liberians wanting the best for this country. Gone are the days when politicians will use your vulnerability against you, will exploit your condition, will exploit it for the sole purpose of scoring political goals. And so, because you are now, I think it's okay now. Yeah, I think it is okay now. So, because you are now in power now, you are now in power. You are now in charge of the country. You are now in leadership. Fix it. Remove the harmonization. The budget is now going to $1.2 billion. Remove the harmonization now. Why are you still keeping the people's salary down? You said you had the ability to pay the people salary based on how Ellen Johnson Sirleaf were paying it. Pay it now. Pay it. Take the salary to pre-harmonization status. That's what Liberians are calling for. That is what Liberians are yearning and anticipating to have. You didn't allow people sleep in this country for harmonization business. You didn't allow people sleep.
We gave you 0%. We gave you 0%. We gave you 0%. We harmonize vote. No medication in the hospital. We harmonize vote. No new employment. We harmonize vote. You gave us 100%. We gave you 0%.
Oh yeah, this was the song of the moment. And I have said repeatedly on this radio, and several of us on this radio would normally say it when we come here, that the harmonization policy was instituted as an extreme austerity measure to save the economy of our country at the time. No government would have survived running this country with all of the complexity attached without instituting that policy. The very IMF, the very International Monetary Fund lauded the government, appreciated the government for such a policy. These guys in power politicize the thing. These guys in power politicize the thing. They politicize the harmonization policy. Oh, Joe, we are cutting your pay. Joe, we are cutting your small pay. You know, Joe, we want to do this and that. And the thing was just simple. I'm not going to regret saying it again. I will say every day I need to say it because we need the message to go across to our people. Let our people know how they've been fooled, how the people fool them. Let people know how the people trick them. George Weah had two options. Now let me say to you, the former president, His Excellency Dr. George Weah, had two options. Option one, the economic management team approached President Weah and told him, Mr. President, we have reached a place where the economy of our country is heading downward. Our revenue envelope is not strong enough to support our expenditure envelope. In simple English, in Nikutan, West Point, Do Community, Fiamma, Oro, our ordinary people, what they were telling President Weah was, Prezo, the money we're coming to us is small past the money where we can spend. So to solve the problem, let's make sure the money where we're spending, it will be able to come from inside the money where we can receive. That's simple economic theory. When you to the house, you not get plenty of money, you don't cook cow meat. Because cow meat alone are $800 for 1 pound. You not got money, you cook cow. It better you buy $100 bony, then the other $700, you buy oil, you buy tomato, you buy potato green, and do everything, you got a whole soup. But if you don't have plenty of money, the only money you get at $800, then you go buy $800 cow meat. Where will you get the other soup from? You will not eat the cow meat raw. So the economic management team of the former president, His Excellency Dr. George Weah, told him, you have two options. President Salif, your predecessor, constituted a payroll structure that is so hard for this government to sustain. The reason she was able to develop that payroll was because bulk of the money that was coming to her government, bulk of the money she was using to service that payroll came from foreign goodwill. Too many grants, too many budget support. Why? Because Liberia just came from war, and she was fortunate to have been the president of Liberia, leading the nation from a war era to a democratic period. So that transitional period saw a lot of international goodwill donations, saw a lot of budgetary support coming to her government. And so after every 2-3 weeks, you say, World Bank gave $30 million budgetary support. After 2-3 weeks, you say, IMF do the one. After some time, NGOs are here undercutting, NGO providing money and other services to places government supposed to be underwriting. And so she had the leverage, Mr. President. They were briefing President Weah. They were briefing him. They were telling him the situation of the country. So your predecessor had the leverage. But for you, since you came, after 3 months, Omel called you to Pan-African Plaza, opposite City Hall, and they told you, said, Mr. President, the country peaceful now, we going. And they left. Omel used to buy some fuel oil for the police to go do patrolling in there. In fact, some of the Liberian police officers used to get in Omel car to go patrol around. Government are not spending more money for police patrol. Government are not spending more money in the hospital. The NGO then used to be funding the money for hospital, medicine, and all the things. When Omel left, the NGOs left with Omel. It became a government problem. It became a serious financial burden for government to override, for government to underwrite. And so the top president, you have two options. Option number one, you got to sack plenty of people in the government. The first option they told George Weah was sack plenty of people in your government. That way, you will be able to save some money to continue paying people in the kind of high salary. If you can sack plenty of people, then the second option you have is to cut those who making plenty of money. Cut their money down. Cut their money down. Then the excess money where you got, you'll be able to use it to keep the small people who got salary on their job. So that at the end of the month, they will be going, well, $100 or 120 is better. The men who are making 10, 15,000, he can come to 5,000 or 7,000. It's better off, you know, the extra 10,000 will come from your money. We can use it to pay almost 30% at the end of the month. Let everybody carry small thing home. President Weah said that is what we'll do. We will take the second option. It's better everybody carry small thing home than for me to come and sit down and say I downsizing and right sizing. A few months ago, I didn't have a job. I was just a senator. That I am becoming president doesn't in any way mean other Liberian people lost their daily income. Although they were making 120, 150, it was not plenty for them. But I should not be the reason why they will go home and lost their job. And so President Weah said, we will keep everybody on the job, but those who making plenty of money, their money will drop so that we can be able to keep carrying on board everybody who making their small money. And we'll be doing roads. We'll be paying the Emory Hospital. We'll still be paying the Johnsonville Road. We'll still be paying the Old Road, the Chuba Road, the ERW, all the other roads, and we'll be building it. But I will not sack nobody, child. That was the crime George Weah committed. And so when the harmonization came into play, because Ombel that was supporting it was no longer here, and the government has to institute that austerity measure, the rest of the country, influenced by the Unity Party propagandists, started the chorus.
We get you 0%. We get you 0%. We get you 0%. We have no medication in the hospital. We have no new employment. We have no you get 100%. We get you 0%. You get 100%. We get you 0%. We get you 0%. We have
okay. So that was the harmonization song. And that was what President Weah did. Yet still, the government made it out of it. This government, when they were in opposition, they made it out of a serious propaganda. Oh, they make your salary, I got to move him. I got to pour there. We'll rescue your salary when it's falling. We'll rescue your salary. We'll rescue you. This is the third budget. This is the third budget they are submitting to the legislature. Regrettably, we are seeing nothing strategic. What is going on? What is wrong? And Senator Snow is saying to them, nope. Since you're taking the budget to 1.2 billion, do it now. Undo the harmonization. If you think this harmonization was easy, for which you were causing noise behind Minister Twere, President Weah, then undo it now. We are going to the third year. In less than 45 days, we'll be in 2026. We're going to the third year. Do it. Don't wait for the last year to election. Then you can't do thing and fool us. Then by the time you win, God forbid, then you turn around, you say, oh, the country has, so we got to go by the harmonization. Because by then you already know, say, nobody got time where you going now. Snow is saying, do it now. And I support it. You cause noise about it, you got to do it. Hello? You cause noise, the harmonization was bad. You have to undo harmonization. You gotta change it. Why is it taking up to 2 years for you to change harmonization? No, you are rescuers now. You came to rescue the country. You have part of the monopoly over ideas. You have the best solutions to national governance. Why are you taking this long to undo a simple harmonization policy that you demonized, that you consider diabolical? A policy that you criticized with all of the veins in your system and all of the stream you had. I mean, it is pathetic how these people fooled our people. how they deceived our people, how they lied to our people, how they knew that they didn't have the capacity, but they made our people believe that they could do it. Today, they're stumbling over the feet. They're stumbling over the feet, rather. They're stumbling. They're stumbling. They're confused. You left the people's salary still in harmonization status, and you are building $10 million home in FOIA for the president. And you say you got excuse for why you are not undoing the harmonization? Oh, the people who are crying, you harmonize my salary, I harmonize your vote, their salary is still low, and you running FOIA to build $10 million mansions for the president. And you want the people to be bearing it, but the president is not bearing it. Oh no, the people should bear their small salary, but the president cannot bear living in a small house to rehab, and he's having a $10 million mansion under construction in FOIA. Oh, you're telling the people that, oh, we're putting things together, we still managing, we can undo the harmonization now because we still putting things together, but the president left 2 brand new Land Cruiser Jeeps, bulletproof, that President Weah bought and gave to him. He chose not to ride. He ordered his own $1.2 million Lexus Jeep, bulletproof, two bulletproof Lexus Jeeps. He ordered it from Dubai. No, the president can bear patient with the 2 new Land Cruiser, Toyota Land Cruiser Jeep that President Weah gave him. He can bear patient with it, but you must bear patient with your harmonization. They have all of what it takes to put you back on your pre-harmonization salary. President Weah did not sack people in mass. He did not do mass dismissal. No, President Weah did not do mass dismissal. He didn't. This government, you dismissed 91 human beings from Leteco, 207 from the Ministry of Transport, plus other people added it. 450 from the EPS, 800 from the Ministry of State, several hundreds from the Ministry of Labor, all of the ministry and agency, you sack people. So why you can't take the salary back to pre-harmonization status? Why they can't take the salary back to pre-harmonization? This is not politics. This one has nothing to do with CDC and UP. It is purely about the bread and butter issues in the country. You lied to these people that you would have made them reap the salary they were getting under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf when Ome had their presence on our grounds in Liberia. Today you are in power and you are unable to start the process that will lead to harmonization being undone. Why don't you want to do that? At least you made your break with stories like harmonization. So why don't you want to undo it? And that's why Senator Snow is not mixing his voice. The Bowman County Senator is not mixing his voice. And that's why he was clear with you. He was very clear with you. And I want you to listen to him again.
Help us to get vote, they will not be fair to the civil servant. So what I'm saying, there is no time better than now with 1.2 billion projected budget, draft budget before us to address the issue because they are fasting budget. Things have increased. The budget lines of ministries, of agencies, the legislature, other areas have increased. So, but the trusting, which I know will be one of your questions, normally when the Liberian people take the budget, even we had $10 billion budget, if the legislature had $10 million there, the focus will go on that one. So
okay. You heard Snow, Senator Snow. So you got no justification for why you are not taking the budget in a way that it will erase harmonization. I just told you some of the people had no reason voting against CDC. I know some civil servants who live on the Gardnersville, Yamfortan Road, Gardnersville to Safi Road, New Georgia Junction to Bonneville Road. I know people who live in those corridors. Those places used to be bad. Car used to hitch. George, we had to Kota Road to those places. Patient Shop, Kota Road. Some of the people voted against the government because the salaries were cut during harmonization. You promised to undo it. Do the thing. Hey, what easy to do? Hey, you say it was easy. The reason why you criticizing it, you pass around, you were cussing someone to a cussing Joe. We are in the country, cussing whole day and saying all of the nasty things you want to say. It reached a time to undo the harmonization, then you scratching your hair, you dragging your feet. This is appalling. You guys use our people doing election. You lie to our people doing election. Time to deliver, you can do it. The same way Delon said you're going to be giving a salary when you win, government official not sort of living fence, all that thing that you're saying at the end of the day, like a fence that taller than Sobeys on the fence. The man who say you're not right for the 5,000 car, I think I a fifth car in using now. I think I a fifth car in using now. BB cars are what in using now. This attitude of government officials and politicians lying to our people just because they want to come to power, it has to stop. There are thousands of Liberians who didn't have any justifiable reason to vote against George Weah. They did so because of some of the lies you told. So it reached the point where you're supposed to correct the things you said. Why you don't want to do that? Why? Hey, you got budget where read 1.2 billion. You got budget that won't read 1.2 billion now. Why you can replace the people's salary? These people voted based on the promises you made. Who told you they voted because Joe Weah was not bringing NTA buses? Joe Weah brought 45 NTA buses at no cost to the Republic of Liberia. So don't bring 30, 35 buses and you start. No. They didn't vote Weah out because he didn't bring buses to the country. No. These people did not vote against Joe Weah because he was not building roads. I mean, he built more roads than roads that you were even built. No. That man told road from Ganta to Saniquele. He told Asalamita, we got to put the money there. People used to eat our money before in the pocket, but I want you to put the money on the road and I will put some more money there from the government. Let's build a road from Ganta to Saniquele, from Saniquele to Lokatua border. Let's do it. Today, the people in Nimakande can enjoy paved Kota road from Ganta to Saniquele all the way to the Ariko border. Thanks to George Weah and his administration. But what did the people do? They still voted against him in Nimba. Because of some of the lies you told, some of the lies about harmonization you told. Because your brothers and sisters used to beg you for school fees, rent money, school fee, rent. And all you tell the children, you know the time of salary when I caught on Ellen, I used to pay her school fee, but John, we are caught our salary now, so I can pay her school fee again. So sorry. You think when election can who that child will go for their school fee from the man or the ente, and the ente telling the child that Joe, we are call my salary so I can pay your school fee these days. That 2 vote Joe, we are feeling lost in down the so. That's how the election was done. It's not that George Weah was not building roads. No, not that George Weah was not developing the country. In fact, the country was on a very, very high pace on development. Look at the Ralphie Road. ERW, the Ralphie Highway. That is a George Weah signature project. Anything they may want to do that their business, it is a George Weah signature project. The Leke, when they finish with the road, let them put kosu on the road, let them put perfume on the road, let them put oil, olive oil, and rub it oil on the road, shine the road, let's pay, put eyelash on the road. Anything they want to do with the road, it is a George Weah signature project. He was building the country. Oh, the roundabout to ERW Junction? That's not a joke. It is his dream. It is his dream. And I can tell you most of the other things that were done. Several other visions. But the people said, you cut my pay, so I no longer able. So you use that pay something and you took the whole civil service agency You turn the whole civil servants of the republic against the president, against the administration at the time. That Aaron Snow will remind you. That Aaron Snow will tell you, say, you lie about harmonization, so you must change it. That Aaron Snow will cry first before you do it. And when we talk, you say we hate this government. We don't hate the government. We hate the fake attitude of the government. We hate the deception associated with the government. They pay why I say the government, the harmonization, why I say government will cancel. I will not even benefit because I'm not in government. Most of you United Partisans, you are the ones who will benefit because you voted against the government because of this thing. I will not benefit. No, I will not benefit, my dear. I will not benefit. You guys in power are the ones who benefit. You people in United Party, that you will benefit. Let people take your salary to pre-harmonization status. These guys are increasing their salaries in their offices. The minister, the PB guys, they are increasing their goods and services. They put computer in the budget, put rain machine in the budget, increase the foreign travel, increase the different trips. Funny thing they put in the budget to take the money instead of giving you your salary. So it means they were not honest. The government is not broke. If the government is broke, why is the president paying $10 million horse in FOIA? Why is the president driving $1.2 million 2 Lexus Jeep when George Weah already bought 2 brand new Land Cruiser Jeep and turned it over to him? The country is not poor. The United Party just purchased a headquarter of somewhere around $8 million. We are told they are owed debt. They are owed debt, plus all different family settlement, plus different things. So no noise will come behind it in the future. Almost close to $8 million that what is spending. The government is not broke. The government is not broke. America splashing US dollars when Liberia won the non-permanent position at the UN. He was splashing US dollars in the UN office, the UN office in New York. Delon, who never used to get money, he was flashing US dollar in the office. Their government are broke. They have the money, they have the ability. Let them return salary to pre-harmonization status. That is what we demand. That is what Honorable Snow is demanding, and that's why I'm even joining my voice to demand that harmonization be revised. If it was diabolical under George Weah, it cannot be good under Joe Barker. No. Then that's deception. If it was not good under George Weah, it can never be good under Joe Barker. Oh, so harmonization was bad under Joe Weah, but it is acceptable under Joe Barker? That's hypocritical. And so, yes, regardless of whatever the case is, you can't have a $1.2 billion budget and you are unable to solve this simple problem. Undo it. That's what Snow is saying. Aaron Snow is not saying, your kid, one of your ministers, or your kid, one of your people. Aaron Snow say, return the harmonization, staying to where it came from, and take the people back to pre-harmonization status. Easy. Too easy. He's not asking for anything bigger. Why don't you want to do it? These guys got money. Oh, you not know? A government where the women were arguing with who can ride the bigger car by the frame. The president bought $1.2 million car. Ami Moda and man double Jalago vest. They bought 97,000 cars. Russell and Swakoko Dennis got vest to no car. She bought 3 BB cars for herself. A government where the purchase of vehicles, where the guys are building BB structure that they can visit in the net. The government official where they can get in the government, they can build BB building and go visit a building in the net. Oh yeah, that one Judah just reported about today one of the government official friend can speak to him because of that thing. The building BB horse in the net. The building BB horse they can only go visit in the net. The government where to go to information minister birthday and they were wasting money. They were flashing money in the air that the government broke. They have money. They should not lie to you about harmonization. They said Joey was lying to you about harmonization. Since they got out of the knowledge, they got out of the money, they got out of the technical know-how, let them return the country back to pre-harmonization status. Let them return the country to pre-harmonization status. Rather, let them do that. Let them stop scheming. Let them stop lying. They should man up. They should be courageous enough to apologize that they knew the technical and economic implication, but because of politics, they decided to score political goal. And at that moment, it is not feasible. It is not feasible. The very budget is unrealistic. There's going to be several budget shortfall. The current budget we are having, this government cannot account for where they took money from to spend $95 million. The budget was never recast. There was no recast budget, but they spent $95 million. That's corruption. That's corruption. It is an indicator to show that there's going to be plethora of budget shortfalls associated with the different quarters of the next fiscal year. 2026, we'll have a lot of issues. By the end of first quarter, you will understand that the government will not be able to raise over 70% of the very projection they are having in the envelope for the first quarter in terms of revenue. This is terrible. Oh, yeah, this is terrible. But I Jon Snow, Senator Snow, to ask this Unity Party Book People government to return the country to pre-harmonization status. Let's take a break. When we come back, we check our cash giveaway to see if we can start to roll out some payments. Then later on, we go to the lines and take calls, and I get out of here. But your country is in the hands of crooks, people who lie and don't have the ability to take you from the lies that they told. It is pathetic. It is now a decent thing. And it is a shame that Liberians fell for this. Let drugs here. They're suffering whole day to fight drugs. It's not easy. Because they created a narrative that it was so easy to fight drugs, and at Georgia, they all wanted to fight drugs. There, yeah. Drugs, they're entering the country, they had a war talk. They can even be ashamed to report some of the drug cases. The last time they arrested a whole truck, they could not report it. They're even ashamed. I bet them to go to open Saw Beach and show us most of the people who they arrested for drugs. Let's see what they put in jail. I dare them to go to Saw Beach. All the men who they can be putting with picture in front. I'm a drug suspect. I dare them to go and open Saw Beach and bring them outside and say, let them know what we've been catching from the 11 months. That lie. Most of the men left prison to run away, including the woman who was arrested to the airport with drugs. She ran away. So fakeness. So fakeness. So fakeness. When Joey are putting solar light around places to light some communities, to light some villages, that light you're celebrating, they government too busy. When you're celebrating light, you carry 4 solar panel light to SKD. You put it up, and you causing noise around here for floor lights. I mean, you should have informed the people that you got nothing different to offer. Nothing different to offer. Every serious project going on in this country are projects. I mean, all serious projects, rather. All of the serious projects you see going on in this country are projects that were initiated by your predecessors. One of the most serious projects in the country is the Ralphie Road. The Ralphie Road. Georgia took the road to he and Joe Baca Junction before he left out. And the road started from all the way near the airport way to come. So there was a segment of the road, project in place before he left power. Secure all the finances and everything. Took the road from Ganta to Sunny Quilly up to Lokatua border. Ganta towards Saklepie. Then Saklepie to Tapeta. Funds secure, payments done, contract awarded, procurement process started. Gathering of project material started. Clearing of the corridor started. The base course started before he left power. So what else are you doing? What else are you doing? What else are you initiating? What's the big project you are undertaking? All the small road project you are causing no around in Central Moral said you won't open. It has been over 1 year now. Nothing significant has been done on those corridors. And like I said, in the coming days, we'll start naming some of the book contracts, happening across this country. We'll talk about it. So what have you done? What have you done? We have brought 45 buses free of charge. He didn't pay for it. His connection brought it. You credited money from EcoBank to go buy 35 buses. The people boo at the whole convoy on Broad Street. Because you didn't promise the people buses. You didn't promise the people small things like buses. When John Weah brought the buses, you were criticizing. Oh, man, we bring here for buses, man. You're moving here that buses will eat. That PHP Park will eat. That Emory Hospital will eat. That 40 Major Hospital will eat. You said all of the things that it will eat. You brought buses and you want to put more swallow buses? No. When we was unveiling all of his projects, you were telling the people that they won't eat, Then you brought 35 buses. You want to see them open their throat for the buses to enter inside and to drink water. Then, what's wrong with you people? Oh, you think it is good to criticize when something significant is going on? But when the table turns, then you want the whole country to be licking your toes? Licking under your feet? That's not going to happen here. You didn't promise mediocrity. You promised genuine projects. You promised big, gigantic projects. Big policies. Those are things you promised. You didn't promise all buses. That's why when people saw the buses on Broad Street, to boo at you. Boo, boo, boo. And they were right. Look at it. They were right. You promised to put NTA buses. That harmonization that you promised the people that you would have ended, that Eden Snow can't be reminding you, even with all that reminder, you are not able to do it because you don't have the willpower to do it. You don't have the economic space to do it. You go turn around, you go credit money from EcoBank, you go buy buses, you see people lick the ground because you brought buses. Y'all brought buses. That's why the people were booing at y'all. Yeah. So you're listening, right? That's what you get when the citizens are realizing that you deceived them. You see people didn't see NTA buses before. They saw Ellen brought over 50 NTA buses in the country. Joey brought over 45 NTA buses. They tired seeing NTA buses. You didn't promise them NTA buses. You promised them a refined Liberia, a transformed Liberia. You go bring in where they used to, then you passing around, you doing B shooting. government official then go sit down in buses, they passing around acting like a good thing they do. As soon as they say boo, boo, get up from here. You think anything we want? That's not what we need. That's not what you promised us. You told the woman said she was eating gari. She was not eating good thing. Her husband, she should divorce her husband. And when you start loving her, when you marry her, she will eat the best of food. Woman used to eat her gari with the dry bunny and the pepper and the oil and the vita on it. And she put a seasoning there. It's so good. She eat it. That's why she used to eat. You say it was bad. You criticize it. You promise her shawarma. You promise her pizza. You promise her potato greens and rice. Domba, GB. That's what you promise. Pan butter, everything you promise. The woman left her husband. The next day, the woman see plaster in your hand. Or whole harbor open, your throat watering. She rotting to won't eat. She go open the plastic, that gari, boni, oil, pepper. The same thing she used to eat. And you said, oh, mama, lick your toes and tell you, oh, my husband, thank you. No, she was in it before. She used to eat the same thing before. You lied to her that you would have given her pizza and shawarma. And so when she see you with the same gari material, she will be licking your toes. Then our first time seeing it. That's what this government wants us to do. That's what they wanted the people to do on the road. That's what they wanted the citizens to do on Broad Street when they were parading the buses. And the citizens said, no, we used to the gari. We expected pizza and shawarma, not the gari. So get up in front of us. Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. So do the harmonization now. Remove the thing. And you say you man, you say you woman, and I say you're strong. Remove the harmonization, comrades. Get it off. What's stopping you? What's stopping you from doing it? Nothing stopping you besides corruption, stealing, mass looting. That's what you guys are doing. Building BB houses and visiting the houses in the night. Visiting the houses in the night. Thinking like you live in community with people, you burying people in the community. You think you start burying horses in one community, people will not know who burying it. You think people crazy? They will know who burying it. The Labyrinth know where are you guys building your BB mansions. They know. They know. So visiting the mansion in the night, you're just wasting your time. Because the kind of night video what we get for you, the kind of video what we get for most of you visiting your houses, we're just waiting for the appropriate time to start releasing it. All of you going to be visiting your houses in the night, we got all the videos. The people are not happy. They are not happy because you lie to them too much. They trusted you too much with their power. They did. They trusted you sufficiently with their power. They trusted you sufficiently. They thought you would have done exactly what you told them. On the contrary, you hear lying to the people. Common harmonization, like Edwin Snowman can't tell you about it. That Edwin Snowman can remind you about harmonization. When you were campaigning, you didn't know that you told the people about harmonization being bad, being a wicked thing that what Joey was doing. So what must be all caught behind you before you change it? Yeah. Why would be all caught behind you now to change it? Harmonization, why you criticize? Why would you be all caught behind you to change harmonization? Man, sometimes I wonder how Liberians allow themselves to be deceived by these people who have no ideas, no plans, nothing new. Nothing new. The president made over 22 trips out of the country, over 22 trips. One paper make Canada he bring. And today, Edwin Snow got to be telling you about undoing harmonization. It's a shame how Liberians allow people to lie to them. It's a shame, a very, very diabolical shame.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. Us do a lot of damages. China with that speech, they quit indeed, and not unique, they deceive us. They think we saw people. Why did you allow their citizens to be? You see, we just tell you. That's why we go tell you. You screw us, you use us. A little abuse us so. Why? The government should lie. Why? But that the question that we ask. The people fool us so. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can lie. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have them broken. Telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired. They tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation is poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So, why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can knock the corrupt and echo.
Okay. That's where we are at the moment. Join us on the conversation 086 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Honorable Edwin Mervyn Snow.
The thing we saw, it frustrates us.
Bomi County Senator is urging the government of Liberia to undo the salary harmonization policy. They criticize it. They should not be having it today under their watch.
Why we both tell you? Thank God.
086 500 104 0776 104 104 plus 231 86 500 104. Those are the numbers to join the conversation locally and internationally.
The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us.
Okay, let's go to the lines now and talk to Liberians. Harmonization, what is it from your end? The government is moving to 1.2 billion. Snow is saying, take the thing back to pre-harmonization status. This first person. Hello, how are you? How you doing? We're good, man. Betty, let's hear you. Okay. Okay, we'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
So let me say good afternoon and good evening, my big brother KOK. My name is Whitmore Lee Makwete, and I'm joining you from my unknown residence.
Go ahead, Whitman. Let's hear you.
So thank you. You see, I want to feel it for the people who dance and drag in the Popo water, who allow for Bwaka and Mo Ali's lives to pass through that brain and they voted to Bwaka today. We are suffering. And the harmonization, I can tell you for free, they will not do anything about the harmonization. Bwaka only came to rescue themselves. Like we see Bwaka continue to run left us and eat laundry food and run. Bwaka spends his mind about boy. I never celebrated a wedding anniversary. But today you see every year Bwaka and Katuma Bwaka will flash. The weapons dresses and castles and run here, coaching and diamond ring. They'll put on each other and enjoy themselves. But the common people are suffering. Don't forget the NCS that show that Bwaka do not want government. Number two, again, our people no job. Bwaka told her that bring more jobs to the country so that people can enjoy. But the only thing Bwaka can go tell motorcycle is that they are born to be riding motorbike. But where is the job you are offering them? So we told the people that Bwaka is in debt. Bwaka have no understanding for government. All these small boys around the Mo Ali, Amos Swear, then they will came to loot and enrage themselves. Today, Amos Swear get $125,000 duplex. In Bobby because of the laboratory expense. So I want to say this, let it continue dancing pool water part 2. Let it go dance and December season pool water part 2. Drop as one of my trainer. They are able to go to school. So we say thanks so kindly.
Thank you, Makrete. We leave you right there. We talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Hello, KOK. This is Bo. I'm calling from J. Capo community, New Jersey.
New Georgia. Go ahead. Let's hear you, my brother.
KOK, the Bazaar, the Catholic Power. Anyway, the two say, if you not want to do something, don't talk and say that you never need more chance.
That's why.
They were going to carry it up to the level of Eddie Johnson camp.
Yeah.
Now, they want to have far that there. Up to now, the people are no everybody still getting fed with them. People fed with them for true. Look at who president, fake president. When you ever see that thing, who is that, baby? I want to do something for the country. But people are behind the public and do something. And people suffering and nobody business in the country. They say public and do something. They stealing all day. What am I doing the man for the country? Some remember how we say now, no job. I'm talking about how the people who don't know anything that they will employ them in the government job. They even getting their small thing. All of them were not employed, but they were getting their lay 75, 150, 125. Well, the more any people come and get a list, they get to their family. But look at it now. So the people they are sick and deceitful. I can come for them. But I think God said they are not even part of themselves. I'm a self-employee. I'm a trainer. I'm a self-trainer.
Okay.
Coming to a business. So thank you. The people they know nothing. So now I have to remind them. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We leave you. We talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah, guys. Good evening. This is David King, and I do join you from a resident in guy.
Go ahead, David.
Guy, you know, these people, they didn't come here with anything to better anybody's life. But they only came to lie to the people and better their own life. You got 2 points. You got 1 point. Concerning civil servant. For all the money, the 900 billion, everything going to people's pocket. EPL got less than 700 billion. You take $9 million and put it there, only for you to go and turn around and come back and take it from there. The NSA do not know that strength. But you get that 22 million. So what you trying to tell is that you don't value the very people who you got yesterday. But sometimes, you know, it's good for people to be skeptical because George Weah did his best, almost best in the country. he developed, trying to develop the country rapidly. Him and Celine, the international development that he brought, it was not rapid as the way Georgia had the local development going on. That is a fact. But today, people now are seeing it was better for us to vote for Georgia than to vote for Joseph Boga. Everything, my man, the guy for the guy, he just made it clear a few days. He said, Joseph Boga are not doing anything for him to see, for the people to see or for any institution to see. So there is no time for they lying to people and telling people that we will do when the funding is there. The budget has to reflect on the lives of the people, and for it to be reflecting on the government official who are building houses in the night and going to the project site in the night. So if you have director, you go to the project site in the day. Why is going to the project site in the night? It's a claim that they were working for the Liberian people. But what you get when you betray yourself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing? Okay. Hello. How are you? How you doing?
Good evening, KOK.
Good evening, my dear bro.
KOK are joining the show for 4
Go ahead.
in Zimbabwe.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think because I walk on, don't tell Joe. Joe will tell he said, KOK, my brother, the whole government in here. Here, the hard government, my brother. Can you imagine President speaking good English, promise all that we not do business as usual, but today, our president failed to protect our natural resources. Can you imagine girls' primary education, our president failed. When it comes to the issue of the rule of law, our president failed. So who are you rescuing? When it comes to job creation, the president failed. Unemployment rate today, the president told us that Zoko, they say Jogga will bring Zoko in Labrador. They say Jogga brought all the balance sources in Labrador. Today, the president failed to even build a rehabilitation center. That our brothers today, okay. Today they are on the street like we are suffering. My brother, we're suffering. And that easy. Can you imagine? We five in the hospital. Okay, so down. That only four can help a brother. Get that in that movie to go power to. Then we can go brother. So now because remember when the woman measure it, one out there. So now I okay, my man. Okay, that issue, brother. So now you have a low down, brother.
Okay.
Dying. Yeah, we're dying. We see what they're suffering like. Like you said.
Okay.
The president last one. Tell the president King, okay, to everyone is know. Tell the president King, brother. The police and the citizen. They guy and daughter can't see one another. But man, he said, what kind of charge of government the president bring the country? You want to rule the legislature, rule the executive, rule the judicial. But man, you want one thing. Oh, you want to eat all your one. Brother. The president need to go, man. The president need to go, brother. The law of the people need to come out and stand up against this government because this government is looting. They are looting our country. Okay, the government is putting you in a place that will never ever move for Israel. Okay, look at my government. It's not happening like if that's why Joshua, when you see police people running after motorcycle, brother, you know, easy.
I know.
Can you imagine? Okay, anything in the budget they call the PSRP. Okay, you know in the budget, the PSRP. In the project, can you imagine the government in the job measure where the government allocated 281 million? Brother, can you imagine public sector? 100 billion. You say you get 1.4 billion in that budget.
Yeah.
You look at it like you're 281.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. We leave you. We'll go to Edmo Kai. Edmo, go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Oliver. This is Edmo Kai, and I'm the visually impaired. I will always keep this unprepared President Feet to the fire to deliver. You know, that reminder was very, very important because all that thing that they did in Hammond Live, my salary, I'm allow your vote, you give us 20%, we give you 0%. Only 1% benefited from that whole thing. And she is now comfortably sitting at the health ministry saying nothing about it. And the only thing that allowed them to do so, because the kind of president that we have here doing the CDC government time Give them the opportunity to do so. I dare them today to do that. Go join on the street. You tell Boakai, say, you promise me amortization and you can bring amortization, we'll do that. You see what will happen to you. And then everything that you did in this country against the interests of this country, that is why you are feeling the pinch today. How can you raise a budget $1.2 billion and then you cannot reverse that harmonization? You hit with President Guyana. You hit all of his policy now. He didn't do anything Guyana. How can a good government, civilized, trained, intelligent government can come to power? And that's policies which was very referred to as evil, as a Satanic. You cannot cancel it. You need to do away with that policy. You do here. You have your first budget. You have your second budget. We are not going into this one. I think it was just important. It was just timely that the senator in the House in the Senate were able to remind the black government that you told the Liberian people that this policy was satanic and you needed to do away. But I gave them 100 times. They can never cancel. I even hear every single say, oh, whether you want to wait until 1 year to them. Hey, so that's no. They lack the ability to cancel harmonization. They can. Even that budget, that $1.2 billion budget, that's an empty paper.
Thank you.
Don't trust Gafua.
Thank you.
Okay? Don't trust about. Let me quickly conclude with that, please. Let me quickly conclude with that. Gafua got here. He said you are going to be taking salary, I'm going to be taking pay. Now let's say around the 15. Gafua joined here and told the Liberian people, we're going to raise all the poor salary. Nobody's going to be making below 150. He didn't tell or he didn't present the spreadsheet. And so how many percent are going to be increasing their salary? You also feel to realize that there were people in this country that President we raised their salary above 150. But he lost this spot, then later he reversed to pay a bit of finance minister. This is why I said that Gafua is a board to Samuel 12. He can throw Samuel 12 far and go Samuel 12 say, sit on here, that discuss serious economic matter. And then after he throw Samuel 12 far and you carry home. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's talk to this person. Go ahead. 1 minute, then we go and talk to Man CC. Let's hear you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. How you doing?
We're great. Go ahead.
Yeah, the official spokesperson for the Liberian State of our movement, I'm doing from Canada.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
I'm happy because you still living. What I'm saying is that because yesterday you say that the poor, they're not even doing the specific and what is talking today. And all the things you say, you can't just say today. That was the yesterday, they said for my girl to get school fee, to pay all the jail school fee in my city is a one thing. But then they take money and I'm going to be sending, I will be jabbing it. I got double dressing, be jabbing money. That is one thing. To take one or 4% budget, 24 million. That president, speaker, again, that's 4%. That is a budget, 24 million. For the health sector, or the education sector, that's all to carry 24 million there, the health sector, that would make our children, our generation, and you tell me the boom because they're good education, but they are good things. You see, it's going on time. This is like you, and we don't stop talking time.
Thank you.
What God did all to stop with the people.
Thank you.
They are wicked. They are demanding.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. We take the female general. Go ahead, man. Cici, let's hear you.
Oh, okay, how you doing?
We're great, my dear.
We have no noise. It's set today. Today, no confusion. No, okay. Thank you very much. Let me say thanks to my big brother Snow. He said it all. Look, okay. So the public, this is my city general. Look, let the man say that, they say they get on 1.2 billion, right? That just paper. They get it here. So, my brother, don't even hear who say the monetization, it will not happen. You can remember my people that will be here, okay? What they say, the both party here, they ain't going to do. My people, I
know your big brother.
Amen. Okay, start that kind of thing. So look at things doing. I want to plug and cut to you. Is my people to follow that left on there?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, 2. I say you 1 year they need Mr. 2.
Okay.
That he won't be there. That's not for nothing. The message are there. They are with them 100%. I wait there and dead them 100 times. When they try and the whole community collapse. Now what you doing? He said that will dead. And the poor to also do it. We can't put people down from the government because the country is very high and tough. People have to get something on the table to eat. Then a family. So I will keep them on their job, but I will do job address. If you have something along, do a fair JA 25. Just want to get school and 12 to eat. The wife we are doing it. But so they see the report to the author there. It's damaging from Boka. They said, no joy, you plan. All of Boka leadership, only their girlfriends, their boyfriend, they put in the photo salary. If they can take that for your one, also I'm going to say that a month. So they can't undo my brother, not A or A. Instead of giving me there was so now, what was that all the participants fully full? What lack of credential? Means not concerned there. They say, well, I don't fully want to pass on. She want to say, but you don't say whatever. Oh, they don't say, they say.
Thank you.
What lack of credential, what lack of document? What you not go nowhere else you? She brought 5 points, she said she passed it, do what you do that one. They made that more fast today. She posted on Facebook, put it on Facebook, share on friend. And I say, popping up, they post it on Facebook. They're laughing at people. So they can't undo it, my brother. Once you go to God, you come back. They will never undo it. The one believe that one point they said, you have a vote today, she at the higher place. And she fall that down. She didn't get down for it, she didn't get ear for that.
That's right.
That's what I wrote. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there, Man CC Female General. We'll leave you right there, Man CC, and go over to the lines and talk to more and more Liberians on the platform. Undo the harmonization. That's what you promise.
My people, where you at? Wake up from your slumber. Stop sleeping.
Okay, we go back to the lines and talk to this person. Go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon, veteran kind Oliver Khan. My name is Franklin and I prefer to be called irreplaceable pen pusher.
Go ahead.
Veteran kind, let me say thank you for your analysis made when it comes to the harmonizations on the 7-7 salary. You see, we told people during 2023 election that we told people that the Unity Party-led government were only using them to come to state power, but then people refused to listen. And now Unity Party-led government, the people entrust you people with the expectation that once you ascend at the presidency, you will restore their harmonization. It is surprising to see that about 3 budget you have submitted before the House of Legislature, and you are yet to increase the people's salary that you use massively to campaign that brought you to the state power. You the party-led government saying you came to power. Everything you have promised those who supported you, you have failed them. Try and increase the people's salary as you promised them, or else comes 2029, the election result will be unprecedented, and don't dare try that your regular election, or else that will be the end of Liberia. Thank you.
We leave you right there. We leave you right there. Let's see if we can go and talk to additional callers on the line. Yes, but that's what it is. Liberians are speaking. We do not have any authority to deny them their utterances. This person, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yes, if you're president in Liberia, this Emmanuel, if you're president in Liberia and you don't address Brian water issue here, you're wasting your time. Because if you look, we have a president who will not get time for rule. Do it time they say when he comes back to run for election, no vote for him again.
Yeah, the chance.
You don't want to have vice president for it.
Yeah. The chance.
You don't want to have vice president for it. Kanye. What the people who were in but today you get put a job on that president, they will tell you say time was the best time. Now when he comes back, they will vote for him again.
Yeah. People say that, but Taylor.
They bang our ear house. They bang our ear house. Most say they tower good. So don't address Brian Border. You don't answer. They recover, lost in eating. They say when people here eat, you must lose it, but we buy your car, there's plenty of money, we buy your material, there's plenty of money. So there's no people they don't address joy and border issue and thing that people will look at here and go for them. You're the last president.
Thank you,
so
man.
Thank
you very much, my dear brother. Thank you. We leave you right there. Thank you very much. We leave you right there.
My people, where you at? Wake up from your slumber. Stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us so. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can lie. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages.
And so we have to go. There is this tendency in this country where everybody will support their rogue. It has to stop. That tendency has to stop. When President Bouaka undo the salary harmonization, it is going to benefit the entire country and not a group of political, partisans.
You screw us.
Do what you can. You promised the people. You made them to understand that salary harmonization was very easy. Until you can undo it, you have no authority to talk to them about any hope, any aspiration, any future anxiety. Until we return here on tomorrow, my name is Kai. Have yourself a wonderful time. God bless you. Bye-bye.
The people fool us, the people lie to us. My people, where you at?